This opening monologue is all about opening up the inner vision. And we are specifically sharing all of this with you because of some of the details the channel mentioned earlier. You're beginning to move into a time within your wheel of the year where the light is beginning to lessen in terms of your solar light. And this will be a time where the occult light begins to vibrate and amplify with the greater power, alignment, and obviousness. So whenever you move into those seasons or cycles where there's less sunlight, it means that the outer darkness that is a side effect of this is beginning to summon forth within you a mirror response that is complementary and balancing in nature, which translates as a greater awareness of your inner space, which looks like darkness when your eyes are closed, and a deepening of the awareness of the geometries of light and the fractal patterns of light that flow forth through your inner world. So what I'd like for you all to do is right now, remember what it's like when your eyes are closed. You can even physically close your eyes if you desire to. And from here, sense that the darkness that you see is just a veil. It is just a covering. You can even think of it as a garment that the mysterious inner being adorns themselves with. Just as your eyelids are sort of a covering for the eyes and it creates the experience of darkness, the darkness itself is a garment, a covering, a form of concealment for an inner world of light. We mentioned in a previous transmission that extraterrestrial contact is greatly associated with what you would call the inner space, the realms of inner darkness, and the Akashic field. In your realm of light, physical photonic light that you experience as daytime, things express in their particle form instead of their wave form. So things are a little bit more fixed, or at least they appear to be. But when your eyes are closed, when you are in the inner space, all of those different forms begin to sort of dissolve into one. And when you're in deep meditation and you begin to feel like a drop in the ocean, that is you resonating with the underlying energy of all beings as they express in that wave form. So the first level to developing your inner sight is developing your inner awareness. As you bring your mind into the body through body scanning, the body begins to relax, and you will find that the body begins to synchronize with deep diaphragmatic breathing. From here, the consciousness through the breath will begin to resonate with the physical body. As that resonation stabilizes, it will begin to expand into the aura. That is the energy transmission from the consciousness that you are into the projection of your physical reality. And once your consciousness begins to extend past the body into the aura, this is when your consciousness begins to summon forth into your space macrocosmic or collective energies. This is when you go past the little self into the bigger self, the super self. And from here, you will begin to feel the energies. Remember, if you feel emotions, you're feeling energies. So you all have the ability to feel different qualities of sensations. Think of energies as the building blocks to emotions, but energies are also the building blocks to thought. Energies are also the building blocks to action. So remember, you all experience energy, or at least the side effects of what you call energy, through your emotions, through your thoughts, through your actions. So as you synchronize your breathing with your body, with your aura, guided by the power of your inner consciousness, the ability to feel energy will increase. You will start to feel as if you are a sphere that is expanding with each breath, getting larger and larger. And with each exhale, it's as if that sphere becomes reinforced. Your aura expands and densifies with each inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This level of felt fluency, kinesthetic fluency with the energy world, will summon forth that next level of perception, usually sound or sight. And what I mean is, when you expand past the body and synchronize with the macrocosm, the underlying energies of the universe will then be drawn to you. This is usually translated as a high-pitched ringing in the sonic form. almost like a mosquito, or almost like a ringing in the ears, or almost like a hissing of a cicada, or something like this. This is the underlying frequency as it expresses in an audible, psychic human form. In terms of sight, many beings will begin to see different colors. They will begin to see that the colors change, eventually evolving all the way into what you describe as ultraviolet. From here, the ultraviolet light will evolve into geometries, and the geometries will begin to reveal beings. So, this awakening of the inner eye will come from paying attention to your inner world with the same intensity and dedication of focus that you have been using to pay attention to your outer world. It is a matter of reversing those polarities of attention, and eventually you will find inner and outer world become balanced. It is as if there's no difference. You become your collective whilst remaining yourself. And as you make positive shifts within the self, it's mirrored within the collective near instantaneously through creating that resonant link between the macro and microcosm.